Hey everybody, it is Radley here with the energetic weather report for April 23rd through April 29th of 2023. So I am feeling nostalgic today, I guess. I'm thinking about things or the things that we label things and their power or effect in our lives. I'm a pretty tenderhearted kind of guy. I guess that's sort of obvious. But I'm reflecting today for personal reasons on how things come into our lives and they really enrich us. They bring us joy. And sometimes those things leave our lives. And I have a friend who I deeply respect and love who says that her main spiritual belief is animism and that she's an animist. And if you don't know what that means is that it's a belief system that all things have a life force in them. All things, whether it's a rock or your car or a stone, I did a stone, or a card deck. Have something in them. And now I'm paraphrasing for myself. It's that life force that is a part of them, that's a part of the universe, that's a part of everything, that allows them to bring some sort of joy or spiritual upliftment into our life. And so that's just how I'm feeling this morning, and I just wanted to share it with you. And so for that reason, I have chosen Angel Tarot cards, the first tarot deck I ever created. Probably the one that has sold the most, though it's got a different deck hot on its heels. But I just felt like I just in my whole sense of feeling nostalgic, that I wanted to use Angel Tarot cards. And so I used Angel Tarot cards not just for the energetic weather report for this week, but I also used it for your personal Archangel of the week. Now, normally what I do is I use this blended stack of major arcana cards for Angel Tarot cards and Archangel Power Tarot cards, and I did that again. But I decided in my mind, well, I'm going to just pick cards until I get 4 that are only for Angel Tarot cards. But I didn't have to do that. The first 4 cards that fell out were Angel Tarot cards. So, there we go. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's start with you tuning in with your intuitive sense to think about which of 4 cards is the card that represents your Archangel of the week. Does it feel like to you it's card number 1? Does it feel to you like it's card number 2? Do you feel like it's card number 3? Or do you feel called to card number 4? So card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, card number 4. You can just think about that for a second. So the 3-card reading for the energetic weather report for April 23rd through the 29th starts with Knight of Earth. And this is a card that says loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind, time to buckle down and get things done, honor your commitments, and a guardian angel. So if you've heard of significators is a concept in tarot where you might pick a card to represent a person in your life. Well, for me, for reasons I won't bore you with, the significator in tarot for guardian angels has always been the Knight of Earth. So we've got a couple of meanings here that I think all blend together. It's like this week is starting out with the whole energy of a need to get a lot of things done. Maybe things you've been procrastinating, but you need to sort of start to move forward. But it's also that your guardian angels are present, that your guardian angels are there to help you to go through all of the stuff that you need to accomplish. Also from the suit of Earth is our second card, which is Ace of Earth. Ace of Earth. And it says the inflow of abundance. a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Now, by the time you see this video or hear these words on the mindbodyspirit.fm podcast, we're in Mercury retrograde. Dun, dun, dun. So the first thing that we need to keep in mind is that it is really important to, if you're going to sign a contract, if you are going to be reviewing documents, you need to do so in a very, very, very thorough way. You need to make sure that you have every T crossed and every I dotted, and that you have read every word and you understand it. Mercury retrograde is not a time for action to stop. We are not creatures who go into hibernation just because Mercury moved into a particular aspect. We can't do that. So you may have to sign a contract. You may have to do business in some form or fashion. You may have to make important decisions. It's just about being aware of them. Now, that being said, this is Ace of Earth. This is Ace of Earth. This is a card that talks about great, wonderful opportunities. That indicates to me even more the possibility that you are going to have to sign a contract. You're going to have to make some sort of commitment to another person or to an institution or a business, because you don't want to pass up the opportunity. And so just be careful how you do it. The last card for this week is ego. Card number 15 in traditional tarot, this card is the devil. It says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. So what have we got here? Well, we've got the need to buckle down and get work done. We have the opportunity for something wonderful to happen, but you got to be careful about it. And we've got this whole card that's talking about feeling a little bit trapped, feeling like you're trapped in a situation or trapped in your circumstances. But it's a false sense of entrapment. There is a way out, but I think it has a lot to do with our thoughts around it. It's how are we thinking about this situation that has us feeling trapped, that has us feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't move, but it's not really true. Also be aware that whole thing about being overly concerned about material items. Remember how I started all of this? This was, I didn't have this down yet. So we started all of this about the importance of material items and how they affect us in our lives, especially if there is this whole energetic spirit that's in them. But we also have to have all of that in balance. Now, I went ahead like last week and pulled what I call clarifying cards for each of these three cards. So it's basically more information for each card. So for the Knight of Earth, remember that's time to buckle down and get things done. The card that I got was Unity. Unity. In traditional tarot, this is the Hierophant. And it says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So I think that while we are trying to buckle down and get things done, the Unity card is talking about the whole possibility of doing things in a very traditional way, or doing things in a very, doing things in a very traditional way, or doing things in a manner that is not traditional, to allow ourselves to think outside the box, to have this sense of, oh my gosh, there's all kinds of possibilities of ways of doing this. So you might decide to buckle down and get busy and do it, try to accomplish your work in a traditional way, or you might try it in a non-traditional way. The way you know which one to go is if you try one and it doesn't work, try the other, okay? Ace of Earth, that was the card that's like a promising business venture, important documents, stuff like that. The clarifying card for that one is Knight of Fire, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Now, what does it say next? Think things through carefully. Same message again as Ace of Earth. Okay, think things through carefully, but it's not about dragging your feet either. You got to act. Finally, the clarifying card for ego, remember that's a false sense of attachment, being overly focused on material things, negative fear-based thoughts, was 8 of air. Now listen to this. The first words on this card are an illusion of being trapped. Same message again as the ego card. So an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, being afraid to take action. Don't allow that energy of this coming week to be something that makes you truly trapped, because you are in so much fear about it that you can't even take action and that you don't have confidence in yourself to even do so. So let's go on back to our personal Archangel of the week. If you felt drawn to card number 1, that card is release. In traditional tarot, that's the death card, but it's the main thing that matters is that it's Archangel Azrael. Archangel Azrael is the archangel that helps us to release, to let go of the past, to let go of past sorrow, to let go of past pain, to let go of those things that might be holding us back. The next card is card number 4, the Emperor. It has Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, similar message in that he is the archangel with the sword of light who severs our energetic connections to the front, to the back, to the left, to the right, all around us, helps us to be in this space where we can release the past and let go of things that are no longer serving us. Now, the next 2 cards, 3 and 4, are related. So card number 3 is Archangel Jeremiel, and card number 4 is Archangel Haniel. So the way that these 2 cards are related is these are both archangels that are associated with our spiritual, divine, psychic gifts. So it's just one's got a little bit of a, you might say, masculine energy to it. The other has more of a feminine energy to it. I always think of these 2 archangels as being sort of siblings. But the other thing about Jeremiel is that he helps us to do a life review for us to like figure out what is coming up in our life and how to handle it. Haniel has a very powerful feminine energy. She's about feminine issues, women's issues. The softer side of ourselves, as I sort of started this whole thing out, maybe the more tender-hearted side of ourselves. So there you have it. That is the energetic weather report for April 23rd through April 29th. By the way, if you have not heard, I have a new class that is about to launch. It's all about launching your own personal spiritual business. I'm doing it with my dear friend and marketing guru, Mooney Syed. You can find out all about it by going to radleyvalentine.com/launch, where you will find all the information of 2 different pathways, 2 different processes that you might go through in order to build your business, no matter what it is, whether it's tarot or astrology or whatever it is, to help you to build your business in this particular kind of industry. So there you have it. That's our message for this week. I hope you guys have a great week. Take all of this information in mind and in hand as you go through the opportunities and potential pitfalls that are coming up for April 23rd through April 29th. Thanks again for watching, and thanks again for listening if you are listening to the podcast at mindbodyspirit.fm.